Hi there, Joe Mitchell on the Activate Your Greatness 10-minute educator. And what I want to do is every night at 7 p.m. when I go live, I want to give you a snippet, something that you can use, something that's powerful, that's inspirational, that makes a difference for you. And tonight, what I want to talk about is how to be unstoppable at the dinner table. Now, that's kind of a wild thing to say, right? But being unstoppably confident is the focus that we're having in the next week. Because next week, I'm going to be doing a masterclass on unstoppable confidence. And I think that I'm going to put the invitation down in the below. It's free. And it's more of an in-depth dive than I can do in these short videos to go into what makes a person unstoppably confident. And when you're unstoppably confident, you can do great things. As a small business owner, I found that being unstoppably confident makes an incredible difference in my bottom line, in my ability to really make a difference with people. So I'm going to show you next week in depth in an hour instead of 10 minutes how to be unstoppably confident. But today I want to talk about, and you, as you guys know, that I am a total fanatic, totally in love with tapping, EFT tapping. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. And why it's called tapping is because what we do is we tap on acupuncture points from the Chinese medicine system. There are meridians in the body, and these meridians store energy. And then we release that energy, and when we release it, man, that changes life for us. And that's what I want to show you guys today, is how I want to tell a personal story about how tapping has changed my life. And it's amazing. It's just really amazing. So I have been what you call an unconscious eater. I don't know how many of you guys are unconscious eaters. I know there's a lot of us around here who are unconscious eaters, who will like be standing up and eating and watching, doing everything but paying attention to eating, right? And then one day I was hanging out virtually with one of my mindfulness friends, and we decided to do some mindful eating. So I went onto YouTube and I got a video, and we started doing some mindful eating, which was cool. But I couldn't seem to continue to do the mindful eating. I was just like, I don't know what to do. So then it came to me, this amazing practice. Okay. Now I live alone. And I eat alone most of my meals right now because of the coronavirus. So I have this way of eating that is really kind of cool. I can't really necessarily do it in a group, but certainly if you're eating by yourself, and when I eat by myself, I do it, and it's amazing. So we've been talking about tapping and the basic point, the basic tapping points. And I'm just going to show you the 5 tapping points that we were talking about. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, and 5. These 5 tapping points. 1, 2, hold it, yeah. We have 1, 2, 3, and I think maybe this is 4 and this is 5. That's perfect. This five tapping points is perfect. I mean, there are basically 10 tapping points, but just to do the 5 is really powerful. So here's the secret sauce. Okay, secret sauce is that when I'm eating, what I want to do is not be unconscious, not just stuff food down, because there's a couple of things that happen. First, when you're unconsciously eating, you gain weight, for many of us. And then secondly, when you're unconscious eating, you don't feel as good. you leave the meal like a little tired, and you eat much more than you need to eat. So how did I turn that around for myself? Well, very simply, what I did was I put a smaller plate in front of myself, and before I started eating, I sat down, took a deep breath, and I tapped. I did the 5 points. I just tapped on these 5 points. And boy. And then I took a bite, and I would chew the bite. And as I chewed it, I would pay attention to the chewing. Okay? And this is something that you can do so easily. Pay attention to the chewing, especially if you're eating alone. You pay attention to the chewing, and then you chew a little bit longer than you would if you're eating unconsciously, because we're all eating unconsciously. And then at the end, after I've swallowed it, then what I do is I do my tapping again. Okay? And I feel how I'm feeling, how I'm feeling in my body. I feel if there are any emotions. And I tap again. 3, 4, 5. And now I'm ready for my next bite. So what happens is I go from this unconscious eating, standing up, like eating at the kitchen table, eating at the stove or the refrigerator. I'm a chip fanatic, so I eat a lot of chips, and I'll be eating chips, just unconsciously. I've stopped that because now I realize if I sit down and I do this practice, I tap before I eat, I chew consciously, and then I tap between bites. First of all, I eat less. And then secondly, I feel 10 times better. And that's what I'm really wanting for you, is 10 times better feeling. Because that's the power of tapping. You can actually feel 10 times better when you tap. What are those points again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The great thing about tapping is that just what I just showed you right now is enough for you to work some miracles for yourself, especially around unconscious eating. If you decide that you want to try it, it will work a miracle, and you will eat less, you will lose weight, and you will feel better. Those 3 things: eat less, lose weight, feel better. How about that? Are you guys in? Yes. And this applies, and that whole process makes me feel incredibly confident. Okay, because now I've changed something that was so hard to change, just by instituting a little practice that makes all the difference. And now suddenly I have more energy, suddenly I'm healthier, and it's all because I just changed the habit, and I became unstoppably confident. And that's what I want for you. Not only in eating, okay? But this is the same thing when you sit down to your desk. You can do the same exact thing. You can sit down to your desk, you can take a deep breath, and you can just tap for a minute, 1 minute. Just tap for 1 minute. And what you'll notice is that suddenly you're much more focused. You're much more here, because what's happening is you're releasing all of the mind chatter and all that stupid stuff, and you're able to focus. So that's our lesson for today. It's just use tapping to increase your confidence, to increase your presence, to increase your results. It works if you do. And it's not hard. And that's a great thing. So as I said, I will be announcing this this course. I think tomorrow I will do an official announcement. And then we will, hopefully you'll be able to join me. Or if not, if you sign up for it, then you can get the replay. And we will take this confidence thing to the next level. Are you ready to become more confident? Because that's what I want for you, and that's what I'm here to give you. More confidence. unstoppable confidence. Thanks for listening. Joe Mitchell, over and out. Of course, you can go to activateyourgreatness.com and get 2 free chapters of my book anytime. Thanks. Bye.